Hey guys, I'm Jelle Janse, also known as Huminal, and I'm here to give you a few tips on how to approach a record label. Under Huminal, I've released music on iMusica, Sudbeat, and other labels such as This Never Happened. And I've been doing this for about 10 years. I don't have a record label myself, so I'll just give you my advice based on my experience as an artist. So tip number one, something that I underestimated, especially in the beginning of my career, is that you need to think about how you come across to an A&R or the record label or the team that's behind it. They will look at your social media, they will look at the whole picture of you as an artist. So it's great if you have a lot of great tracks, but it's also the complete picture as you as an artist that they look at. So please think about that as well. And on top of that, you want to build a relationship also with the A&R. You want to be able to easily send tracks and get feedback fast. So don't send any generic emails, send out to multiple email addresses at the same time. Make it personal. Let them know why you should be on that label, why your sound matches that label, and why you want to collaborate with them. If you incorporate these things, it's not a guarantee that you will land a track immediately, but in the end, it can really pay off. Tip number two, before you send it out, make sure that all your tracks are leveled, as in that all the tracks are equally loud and properly EQ'd. You want to present your tracks as best as they can. No need to, ask a mastering engineer. If you can and you have those skills, great. I mean, that's even better. But just make sure that your tracks stand out compared to other tracks. And in some cases, the A&Rs of a labels are also DJs themselves, so they might want to test it. So also make sure that they're playable in mono, so they can play it in clubs. So equally balanced, EQ'd and limited, so they sound nice in the studio, but also in a club environment. Tip number three, don't give up. This is something I've experienced so many times. I've received so many declines of labels, much more than they have accepted my tracks. But that's all part of the process. And I'm still getting tracks that are not being accepted. It's just part of the process, and it doesn't necessarily mean that your track is bad. It just means that it's at that moment not the right fit for the label. If they gave feedback and you can incorporate that, great. But sometimes it's just not the right fit. Don't be discouraged. It's all part of the process. See it as motivation to make new tracks that might get accepted by the record label. Just don't give up. Eventually, if you persist and you love making electronic music, that love for that electronic music and that passion will flow through your tracks, and that will be heard and resonated by the A&Rs. Thank you guys for watching these 3 tips. I hope they were useful. If you have any more questions for me, feel free to slide in my DM on Instagram. And if you want to listen to some of my tracks, you can find them on all the major streaming platforms. Thank you.
Hey there, I appreciate you watching the video. If you like this one, check out this video or that video. And if you want to support the channel, make sure to click on top of my head on the logo and subscribe to the channel.